Oh, better diversify. They took me off YouTube the other
Good
day, and I had
morning,
to appeal to get it back
amazing
on.
people.
So, all right,
I
I'll be
hope
tying in if
your
you want to
day,
talk with it.
your morning is going well so far. But something just made my day so much better. There is a study that came out, and it is showing where young men, young boys, young men are running to religion. Okay, young men in America are running to faith. They are running to relationship with God. They say that relationship with Christ, with God, is very important for their lives. I could not have agreed anymore. Okay? I'm in the chicken house right now. Yeah. I could not have agreed anymore. If there is anything that I have always been praying for and praying about, is for society to get back to what matters. Okay? No, I'm not telling you to agree with everything everybody says. I encourage people to get into relationship with God for themselves. I don't know where my life would have been had I not went through whatever it is that I went through and then got into the point where I said, I've lost. I don't have anything. There is no amount of money. There is no amount of um, designer clothes and shoes and purses, fancy houses,
Hey,
fancy
Gregory.
anything that would have ever made me a better person than where I am right now. When I'm rich, we're living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, we also have the same financial struggles. Everybody, everybody have. But let me tell you, man, there is a sense of peace of mind that I have that I didn't have. I watched my son and his dad, and it brings so much joy to my life. It brings me so much peace and so much comfort knowing that my boy has someone to look up to. And that's just on this earth. So think about what more does it say about Thomas's relationship with Christ. I have always been a firm believer in every boy needs his daddy. Okay? Every boy needs a man in their life, a man of good moral integrity, a man that is going to help that little boy grow up into a man, okay, a good and productive member of society. Now, I'm not telling you we're not going to have, our days and all of that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, though, when you have something you believe in, it helps you make something better out of your own self because you're looking up to something better.
Hey, everyone. I'm here with Hawa, the person that was just talking about that. If you wanted to add to it, how have you been? Been a little
Can't
while.
complain. Can't
Uh,
complain. I've been pretty good. Hey.
you just went through a surgery. If you want to speak at all about that, I guess it was done by robots or something, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, surgical services is my field of study, so I do that. I'm in that environment, but it's kind of different when you're on the opposite side of that. Like, you know me. I'm kind of crazy. I make fun of myself, right? So I remember telling Gary before I went into surgery, I was like, "Oh my gosh, it feels like the predator and the prey kind of shit trading places right now." But
Yeah.
I had three different surgeries that was done at the same time, and it was very, very much needed, and I'm so glad. I don't know if
Gallbladder hernia and what?
um
Gallbladder hernia and what was the other one?
um
Hey, Colin.
um
Hey, Marianne. Hey, Gregory. I'm just saying hi to everyone coming in the chat.
Oh yeah, my sternum repair. Yeah, had I been in Africa, I would have much rather died than do this surgery. So I'm so grateful. I feel so much better. It was needed. I had a fantastic surgeon that I work with in the team. So I'm just ready to go back to work.
So you work in the medical field.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So would that make you more scared or less scared if you work in that field to go in?
Actually, that was what made me a lot more comfortable doing it because I mean, again, you this is my everyday 5 days a week plus on call type
Hmm.
work, right? So it was just like, oh, okay, and very, very comfortable with that. Based on evidence-based medicine and all that fun stuff, I chose this route, and
You
it turned
kept
out to
it.
be the absolute best
You kept it kind
route.
of a secret that you were going in until just the last minute or something. You posted about it.
I
I
don't
didn't
think
notice anything about it.
people didn't know I was having surgery until after the surgery.
I know. You put a picture out it as you're going in or something, or just before or
I was
something.
already out. That was
You're already
after we
out.
got.
Oh, there was a picture of before, but you didn't post it until then, just in case something happened, right? So it's a good thing you're a good Christian woman. Little background: you were born Muslim, right?
I wasn't born Muslim, but I was born with a bunch of Islamic, you know, thing around. I could have been Muslim, but I chose not to.
Jihad, Durka people have say a lot of the reigning people are saying that now because they want the freedom. That's another subject we'll hop on later. So
Yeah.
you're seeing a lot of people start more men coming to church, a lot more men coming to church and stuff.
So there actually has been this kind of revival type deal that has been happening for a little bit. Obviously, not on the scale, people like myself would want, because knowing who I am, knowing who Christ is for me, I would love a revival on a massive scale. But I also know we don't live in the 70s, in 80s, and stuff. So the possibilities of us saying, like Benny Hinn type deal. I'm not saying he will be my ideal pastor, but back in the old days, like you had Franklin Graham, and stuff. They went across the globe where thousands of people will accept Christ, at one time, and we've came from there to the point where, especially with young boys, I have literally been on this um kind of journey of praying for young men. As you know, I have a husband, and I wouldn't even want it any different.
Yeah,
I mean, we have lots of kids. We have a bunch of girls and one boy. So,
yeah.
and my heart has always been, for young boys. I mean, we have wonderful, wonderful kids. Do I agree with everything out of my kids? Do I don't? But overall, we've been very
Well,
blessed.
I see
We
your
have one.
daughter there is in sports there, and she's doing really well, right?
Yes, we're very proud of her. Yeah. But I've been praying, for boys, young men, especially young men, men as a whole, but young men to kind of, hopefully they can see Christ the way I see Christ. And but there has been a lot of type of, but when you kind of look what has happened over the last 10 years and 20 years, especially the last 15 years, society in the West has been anti-men on a horrible scale.
Hey,
Okay,
Tammy.
especially young boys. Everything else in society, or it's men, masculinity and all of this, toxic men and all of that. So that actually hurt a lot, and a lot of young boys back then, because they didn't want to be a man when everybody telling you men are the most horrible thing that ever happened, right?
Hmm.
But they walked away from
I think
that, and they've tried
some are driven
everything.
away too, right?
A lot of them were driven away because of that, but they have tried everything that society told them to do, right?
They're
Be
trying to
less
wreck
of
the
a man,
family.
don't be a man, and all of that. But then these
Yeah,
boys have seen the massive destruction with the anti-men society and all of
yeah.
that. But they
No
try everything.
masculinity.
Yeah, it hasn't worked, and they realize, yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to Christ. So now there is this. I'm gonna find Christ at least. So there is this study that actually just came out, and it's showing where young men, these are boys that were told to not be men,
Yeah, I
they
know.
are turning to Christ. They actually want to get married. They want to have wife and children and all of that. And that just brought so much joy to my heart this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, it is just so good because I mean, there is nothing more important than having something that's far, superior than you, something that is very solid, something that is very much, something that is not going to fail you.
Yeah, I
But
agree. I hear you, and that and I think it's a part of the globalist plan. Tammy, she lives about a half hour away from uh, Dallas. Someone else from Texas is on here, so Texas
yeah,
Paul's family.
I'm
Going
about
away.
30, 40 minutes away from McKinney area, so I'm not that far. I'm in a DFW Metroplex is what we call it.
So, how's your elections going there? I've seen some good news and some bad news on some of your elections in the
Well,
Texas.
we have got a runoff election coming up. We have, I mean, Texas is massive, and time our problems will never ever stop.
Paxton, Paxton Cornyn, right?
We have AG Kent Paxton, who is someone I have met many, many of times, and I voted for him, and I hope and pray he wins.
He's a good law and
But
order
then
person.
he is. I think he'll be a very good representation for us. At least this is my viewpoint. But also we
Cornyn's kind
also
of a
have the
rhino.
Corny has got to go. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but anyways, I'm hoping and praying. And then we also have some runoff, elections with different, positions throughout the state and also the county. Now for the state, we do have the Supreme Court, seat that is open. I mean that
Oh, I didn't know
what
about that
we
one.
yeah we have the criminal part of that. So Texas is kind of weird. We have our Supreme Court is like split into. You have one side that deals with the civil division, and we have another side that deals with the criminal part of them because we
Oh,
don't
they
mingle
judged.
both of them
They judge cases on criminal versus civil.
based on yeah, yeah. So on the criminal, part of there, we do have a runoff election between two people, that needs to kind of fill one of those position, and also the AG as well too to replace Ken Paxton as well too. So we shall see.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's
going to be.
possible.
He was once thinking of running for governor there. So someone said they just rolled into San Antonio. I don't think that's close to you though, is it?
Oh no, I'm far away from there. Who? That's the complete opposite.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Texas is so
Gregory,
massive. It's not
by
even
the way.
funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Oh,
Hey, Texas.
John's here. He's from Texas. John, what area of Texas are you in? It'll take him a while to see it. This and that. So someday you might run yourself.
I don't know. I'm keeping my options open. I much rather not run. I much rather stay outside and just cause as many trouble
Yeah,
as I can. You know, because sometimes certain position you hold, and it kind of prevent you from speaking
depends
about
on
certain
you get some good
things,
people in there.
and I don't want that.
It
Yeah.
depends who you get. A little plug out to Jackson, Miss Jackson. She's no taxes Jackson that's running there for mayor in Dallas, Texas. There, and that I'm hoping so. I don't know. What was the other thing? So a lot of Christians are being killed, especially in Africa, right?
Nothing new. You're just not seeing it a lot more because the average person in the world that has a smartphone now, they basically have everything. Um, Nigeria, this is nothing new. It's been going on forever. Sudan has been happening forever. Somalia has been happening forever. Burkina Faso, I mean, Congo, the Tongo. This is nothing new. The only difference right now is because of the evil white man and a massive improvement mindset. We now have internet access basically even in the village where I was born. If you have a smartphone, this is something I didn't have as a child. This is things my parents did not have access to until the last 10 years. So people now have the same access we have So you can see things as they happen in real life versus 10 years ago
Well,
versus
video is much
20
more
years ago.
powerful than the written word. It seems like to me.
It
Uh,
is. I mean, you cannot unsee what your eyes see, okay? It is there.
yeah. So have you ever seen or heard of any slavery there? Because I got a video. Maybe you can translate for it. It's from where you're from. Here, I do believe. Let me share it. I'll play a part of it. Anyways, they're selling people. See if you can translate any of this or understand any of it.
400.
Well, there's a narrator.
700. 700.
I won't play the whole thing, but I guess a lot of the Muslims are going into these towns, capturing people and selling them as slaves.
And this is the thing that really,
About 4 hours.
mm,
Huh? So,
yeah, these are the things that really just gets me like, okay, in America, in the West, we're so blessed. We are so blessed. It's not even funny. To the point where we go looking for slavery. Okay, we go looking to be oppressed and things like that. Again, I was born and raised in Africa, so I'm very much aware of these things. This looks like a place that is Islamic religion control. Yes, right now, if me and you went to any Middle Eastern country, just because I'm black, I have a much higher chance of being sold into slavery because I'm black versus you.
oh, really? I thought they'd
It's
catch on
not
me too and do the same thing to me.
you, me being black, being African black, I have a higher chance of being sold into slavery than you are. These things happen all the time. But we always talk about America and the West. I think it was last week I did a video actually talking about something to this effect, and I believe what I said was, can we talk about racism, in India and the Muslim were basically, Middle East, the Gulf states in India. I kept it to those three, you
I've
know,
seen some videos
um,
in China where they're the Weavins are slaves, and they're a lot of Chinese are enslaving some people. It's kept very secret, but
well, the Uyghur Muslims, I don't agree with Islam, but I don't agree with people being mistreated because of their religion.
yeah,
So China
seems
is
like the
basically,
Uyghur ones aren't extreme Muslims though. Anyways,
but they Muslim though, and China
yeah,
does not want religion at all.
yeah.
The only difference is they treat the Muslim the way they treat the Christians, aside from,
Mm.
I
They
mean,
treat Christians bad too. Yeah,
we do. But Christians don't even. You can't even. You don't even have a right to be out in the open as a Christian in China because
yeah.
it is, co- you know, com, com, communist type deal.
Hmm.
But anywho, I mean, just all on this here, these are things that happens, and it's very sad. And you'll be quite surprised to see how evil people can be, regardless of their skin color. But these things are happening all the time. We just tend to go more towards the evil white man versus talking about evil in general. And
Yeah, they want to
these are things that
call use the victim card all the time too much.
Mhm, mhm.
That's what they
I mean,
try to.
I actually just found something out that I didn't even know was happening because I don't travel a whole lot, you
Uh-huh.
know. Um, in Gaza, we all kind of know about Gaza, right?
A little bit.
Palestine and Gaza. There is a place in Gaza that is literally it's slave. Literally,
Hmm.
it's a place where all the slaves supposed to live, and they put the black people there. Black Palestinians are literally enslaved in Gaza. You don't see that in Israel.
Yeah.
That is special quarter just for black people,
Oh,
and
there's
then
slaves everywhere.
well, yeah. But but you don't talk about that because it is Islam. So Islam is free to get away with evil, and we don't say nothing about it because we don't want to offend the religion of peace. We don't want to be Islamophobia, but it is comfortable to be Christian phobia 24/7.
Yeah. Was it hard for you to become a Christian?
No,
No.
but again, though, I was
You
not
came
born
over
in
as
the
a
Muslim
child, though.
society. No, but I was not born in the Muslim society. That's the difference. Liberia is a Christian nation.
Yeah.
Had we been a Muslim society, I would have
Well, they're trying to
never had.
conquer little by little. They keep expanding, right?
That's what they do. Yeah.
Yeah. They come
Now,
in and kill.
had I been born in a Muslim majority, I would have never had a chance but to be Muslim or get killed.
John, I doubt that's near. John was saying something about one of your overpasses were blocked all morning. I don't know.
I live out in the country, so I don't know.
Okay, let me.
I-30. Okay, I know that area, but no, I haven't. I'm in a small town. So, and
Okay.
Monday actually I went to
For 6 hours.
Dallas,
Okay.
but yeah, I wonder what happened. Accident or something?
Oh, I don't know. He lives a bit from you. Him and Tammy, the two of the people are watching. Then we got also England on here and stuff like that, that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
I don't know. So it's people are asking where to find you online. Where
I'm
you
on
do a lot of
Facebook.
videos. Just yeah, a lot of people gave up the Facebook that are watching this.
I am also on TikTok. I got back on TikTok after they banned me.
Of all these platforms, I don't do TikToks because they make you do
Uh,
short stuff, and I'm usually at least an
well,
hour.
when you grow your audience to a certain number, they allow you to do. I can do up to 7 minutes videos
Hmm.
now, but you can go live and you can go live for 24/7. I don't do it, but yes,
Oh
they'll allow you
wow.
to go live. Yeah, you can go live. Yeah, 24
Oh,
hours a
for
day.
some reason, this was supposed to be sending this to locals, and it's not live, so I'm gonna have to upload it to that as well.
Okay.
Normally, I'm on locals as well. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but those are two really, and Instagram, which is linked to my Facebook, and it just kind of shares things in there as I share it. But that's it.
Uh, a couple things I wrote down. The plane being shot down. I had that down there for the last time you were going to come on, and then you were not feeling well after your surgery.
Yes, Iran. Yes, yes.
That is a
Well,
good rescue there, and this and that.
yes. Wasn't
I
that amazing?
some of the people I know from Iran and that had part in misdirecting the people. Sound that he came down over there and this and that. They were misdirecting him to keep him away from the area until America get in there and rescue him.
Hmm. Hmm.
Stuff like that. They were telling him fibs. Oh, he came down on the other side of that mountain, and they sent him to the wrong area. Because everything. So you heard about the deal today too, as well, right?
Yes. What about the price of gas? The last time I checked before I took my quick nap, gas was down to $81 per barrel.
Yep, yep. That's about what it
It,
is now.
it's already nose diving and all of that. And
Yeah.
I think it is funny because the people that are whining right now, about the price of gas at over $3. But the same people that told us to just buy electric vehicle when we had gas that was over $4 for years, right? On a
Yeah.
buy in Harris, they told us just buy electric vehicle. If you don't want to pay for gas, just buy electric vehicle.
Well, you
Knowing
get that energy one way or the other. So it comes
it,
from somewhere, even though there's static electricity someday.
I mean, 40 days and you're gonna sit here and die and complain about something that you live with for 4 years
Especially for
plus.
the long term. 90% of the funding for all terrorism comes from Iran.
Iran. And
Yeah.
these are the things, and I think we need to kind of talk on that a lot
Mhm.
because when I get on some of these,
I'm
whenever
not
I
worried
can,
about wars because a lot of it's money laundering, but in this case, totally.
well, I am not war. I don't care for war. I mean, you know that I am anti-war and all that, but I'm also pro security, right? Iran has been a threat to the
Yep.
entire globe. But all of the people that are like, what did Iran do? I mean, we just went over there and we talk over there, blah, blah, blah. No, we did not. Number one, Iran has been at war with us in the West for 47 plus years. Okay, for over 47 years, and I try to get people to understand that. And then Iran, before Trump
I'm old
actually
enough to
got in
remember
there.
it. We can blame Carter for that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, isn't that funny? Carter was just absolutely useless. The man presidency should just be.
Carter brought us the imams coming in there. Saddam Hussein came in power then, and the Afghan War came in, happened all
Well,
because of Carter. He was trying to
it's not just
appease these
that.
extremists.
It's not just that. People around knew something was happening when they were literally taking out the crown prince,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He
And
wasn't necessarily great. The son seems good,
two
but
weeks, 2 weeks, Carter was in Iran, and he goes, nothing. Everything is great. Happened this thing here, and then 2 weeks after he left, they took over the government. The Islamics took over the
well,
government.
them and the Marxists they combined together, and then as soon as Islam took over, they killed the Marxists.
That's exactly what happens. It's
Yeah,
going to happen here too.
yeah,
I mean, communists don't call them useful idiots for no reason.
yeah.
Okay, they will use you until they get what they want, and you're going to be some of the very first people, or they're going to keep using you
You're
until they
right,
get what
Gregory.
they need, and then you're gone. But and I mean, this is the sad thing in America. I see this year where people that hate America and the folks that hate Trump, they are teaming up with Islam. So you have this red and
Exactly.
this whatever the
Marxist.
Islamic color is now, or the green or whatever it is, thing coming together to
Exactly
form this
like they did in
alliance.
Iran.
Yeah, to form this alliance against America. But what they don't understand is Islam is using them to get what they
They
want.
are.
The
They
moment
are.
Islam gets a hold, you will be the first one gone.
Yeah. Well, they won't go stand for all that trans stuff, and all the gays will be thrown off the roofs and all that kind of
It's
stuff.
not that you don't have a right in Islam if you're not a Muslim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forget about all of the trans and gay stuff. That is the least thing on their mind. Okay? You will convert or you are unalive. This is why it is the religion of peace. It's because you can fight against them. You're either dead or you are enslaved.
hmm
So there
So
you go.
yeah, I'm glad you made it here. That's for sure. In Christian life, and hopefully your kids are going to be Christians. Christians are having more babies than these leftists. I'm
We
seeing
we
big,
are.
big
We
time.
are.
Well, if you're transing
Just
your kids, they're not going to be able to have too many kids because a dude can't. No matter how much he dresses up in a dress, he's not going to give birth.
it's not just trans in your children. You're unaliving your kids via abortion.
Yeah, I got a
You're
short
not
story
having
on that.
kids either. Okay? So there was this thing I saw a while back. You can take this beautiful island, you put two men and about 6 or 7 women. Within 50 years, you will have multiple people right on that island. Now you take that same island, you put about 50 men on that, in 50
Okay.
years you have less people, right? Or you take that same thing, you put 100 women on that, within 50 years you have less people. So we have this thing that is going on. Some people are telling um all of these folks to don't have kids because of climate change, don't have kids because it's too expensive to have kids. Who told you it was supposed to be cheap to be a family? Okay.
Yeah.
Now I don't know how these people are spending $300,000 a year to raise their kids, because we don't. We
Yeah.
have a very perfect life.
There's cheaper ways to do it.
I mean, we're not going on crazy vacations we cannot afford. Our kids are very much like us. We talk to we Gary and myself. We talk to our kids about money. Can we get it? No, we don't have money. We're broke. No, we rather pay the mortgage first. We rather
Having a
keep
job
you.
as a kid is a good thing.
No, we ain't got money. We
I worked
broke.
on farms as a kid.
We broke.
I
But I
worked
don't know.
on farms as a kid. That kind of stuff. Gregory asked how many have in the world of Islam involved themselves in such wars over the history. A lot of wars, and
Gosh.
yeah, yeah, the Crusades and everything was about fighting Islam and that. And then they
Well,
came and conquered Europe at one time. if you go the
And
whole history.
just and then when you look at Spain, literally, the Spanish finally said no. Finally said no. They literally kicked Islam out of Europe
Well,
via the
they're letting a
Spanish
lot of
people.
people in, but I don't know if it's Islam, but they're letting people in right now. They've gone socialist.
It is Muslim. They let a bunch of Muslims in. It
Yeah,
is I mean, yeah, their president, whatever he calls themselves,
yeah,
he
yeah.
is very much Muslim. You know what? Europe will have to find out. I don't live in Europe. I don't care for Europe.
Well,
Okay,
Trump's starting to get us out of part of NATO. He's starting wants to move the
we need
troops
to.
more over to Eastern Europe, where they are more like us, like Poland and places like that are more
We
like us,
just need
more
out
Christian.
of NATO. I mean, I'm sorry, yo.
Yeah,
What we are spending trillions of dollars to keep Europeans safe in Europe. In
yeah.
Europe.
Gregory's saying all of them, all of the wars in history. This,
Yeah.
Gregory's definitely a Christian, knows a lot about the Bible and that stuff. So
Oh, I love it when they talk about well, you're Christians, you're not peaceful. What about the crusade? I'm like, but then can we go pre crusade and see what happened?
yeah,
Okay.
communists hate
Keep
Christianity too. Communists hate Christianity as
more
well.
in as a communist, your government is God. So the government don't want nothing else to compete with
Yeah,
that.
they want to ruin the family unit too. That's what they're trying to do with all this. So now, since you work at a hospital and stuff like that, do you have to deal with trans people coming in for surgery and all
I
that kind of
don't
stuff?
I don't partake in it. We don't do now mainly you'll have a lot of that will be like plastic surgery.
Hmm.
In the past, in other places I have worked, I'm not gonna say where. Before this became the new trend, 2012, 13-ish, it could be 2014. I've actually I've known about a few cases, but these were grown people. These are grown adults that actually left America. They went overseas to get some of those work done, and their body were pretty much messed up. When they came back to America, infection, and things, it was the American doctors, some of whom I worked with, that had to kind of go through and try to fix. Now the damage was done. Okay, so we couldn't go back and give you back your penis that you cut off. Okay,
Hmm.
however, the goal was to just kind of try to keep you alive and stuff like that. But this, I mean, again, this was like 2013, 14, like years ago. But these were grown people. Grown people. I do not know of any surgeon that I worked with that would ever, ever put their name down to do surgery on a child. When it comes to this whole body, the whole mutilation of these children in the name of healthcare. I don't know of any surgeon that I work with that would have ever done that. And
It
when I
seems
tell
evil.
you plastic surgery was where they make their money, so of course they wanted it, but they would have never done that ever because we know, okay? Everybody with common sense, you will know this. This is absolutely disgusting. So, um, Gary and the our kids, they actually got us a puppy over the Christmas holiday. I was like, no more dog. We're done until XYZ and stuff like that. But obviously,
If it's a
um,
puppy, what is it chewed up?
he is 5 months old now. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little man. I love him. However, our vet, we're not even getting fixed right now. You know why? It will stunt his growth.
Yeah. Well, that's what a lot of these drugs are using for this trans surgeries. That
Yeah.
shorten their life about 20 years. I'm trying
And
to lose 100.
I'm saying that like, hold on, my vet will not even fix my puppy because I don't want him to go out and get something pregnant. I don't want
Yeah,
puppies. I don't.
yeah.
That's not what I
Got
do.
got enough.
She will not. She goes, I will not do that because it will stunt his growth. He will not actually grow into what he should be. And the first thing I said, I looked at my husband and kids in the vets, or thing. I'm like, think about what they've been doing to young children.
Yeah,
Think
I
about
agree.
human beings. If a vet would not even do that to my puppy because of the damage that will be done, what are we doing as a society?
Catherine, I don't think she can homeschool. You don't homeschool, right? I know you're
I don't
moving.
homeschool, but I don't
You work too
homeschool.
much. Someone is asking. I bet you
I
homeschool.
Oh, honey, I work. I'm talking 100. I don't homeschool, but again, this is where the family structure comes into place. Okay,
Yeah,
my husband and I, we are one. We are
the team.
here. Okay, so when I work a whole lot, my husband don't work a whole lot.
Hmm.
Okay, we have that revolving thing because what we do revolve our children. Do I work? You have no
And
idea
you
what.
do the church on Sundays usually, and
We've
church
got church on Wednesdays.
activities, and
Yeah, we've got church on Wednesdays. We've got church on Sundays, and there
twice
is
a week.
uh
Cool.
work late on them days
Oh,
and all fun stuff.
yeah,
But no, we are very involved. I do not homeschool my children.
yeah. Someone was
Um,
guessing
I,
that you probably did, but
no, I work, not work, but we're very involved. I'm doing
yeah,
100 hours a week on the clock, and I
yeah.
still come home. I still make dinner,
So
and I still cook, and I still clean. I still do all of those things.
yeah. So there's a short clip. This is guy debates this woman that's leftist coming out of college about abortion, right?
Hmm.
I know you're going to have a lot to say about this. This guy is really good.
But it's not a child, it's a fetus, and like I don't think
Oh,
any of
you leave
us.
me
Eva,
alone?
go help your dad.
I deal with kids. Okay, I'll play it again because you do need to hear this.
But it's not a child, it's a fetus, and like I don't think any of us remember being in the womb, you know. So you wouldn't even know. Like,
Do you remember when you were one? Was it okay to kill you when you were one?
no, but I could.
Hold on.
If I
Hold on,
hadn't
okay? Hold on.
Okay,
1 years old, I
Hold
probably.
on.
got to take care of something.
Yes, hold on.
Okay, that's a family life for you. So, how's everyone in chat? No one told me what they're eating yet, which they usually do. This and that. So, looks like there's a deal made. Kind of was hoping that they'd be overthrown, but I don't know. It's going to be harder now. Though the longer you can keep the money away from them, the less power they'll have. So I know he's not letting their ships still go through. I know, and then it looks like we got quite a few people watching. Not as many people commenting, but they're out there. Let me check the other platforms. Gold point, good point. Is that what you mean? Yeah, you're right. Definitely want to play this for her because she's definitely pro-life and everything. We've hung out a lot actually. We've gone to Faith Over Fear rallies. We've been
Okay,
to
I'm back.
DC and stuff like that. So,
I'm back.
all right. Did you hear the first part or no?
Yes.
But it's
Well,
not
okay.
a
I'll
child.
fast forward.
No,
Was it okay to kill you when you were one?
no, but I could. Like, if I had endured trauma at 1 years old, I probably would have remembered it. But
Then, so you would be more valuable if you had experienced trauma.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like just the logical cascade there. It's like this abortion is okay
Yeah.
because they wouldn't remember it. And then I brought up, did you remember being one? No. But if you experience trauma, you'd remember it. So if you experience trauma, you would be able to remember it. And being able to remember things is what brings you value.
But I don't think you remember anything past, like, before being born.
Yeah. I'm just saying our ability to remember things is not where we get our rights. Like, we can either have humans just have rights because we're human, and that's going to cut through all of this weird oppressive things like these humans aren't smart enough, these humans aren't from the right country, these humans don't have the right color of skin. So you can just be like, no, we're not going to do that. Just human. If you're a human, you have rights.
That shut her up, huh?
Oh boy.
Oops, that was me. Sorry.
You're good.
I was trying to get rid of
I,
this thing.
as you know, I am a huge pro-life advocate. It is. I
You shut
couldn't
her
tell
up.
you. I mean, I'm a mom. I remember the first time my daughter, I was about 3 months pregnant with my daughter, the out of that moving around. I was like, whoa! And she never stopped moving. Okay?
Yeah.
Never did. Never did. Even in sleep, she was moving around. And then I had her. And then I watched her with my son. Okay? And then I'm just like, how can anybody not see that the unborn baby is a human being? I My heart gets pretty heavy on this whole pro-life thing because the same people that are telling us that their lives are so much important to the point where we need to change how society has always been because of their life, because of their rights and all of that are the same people that will literally turn over less than two flipping seconds and take away their ability, their rights, and their same freedom away from a precious human being that is literally in need of the most that they will ever need in
Yeah.
their life.
Well, they let them say, "Oh, they can't survive outside the womb," then they don't have
That's
to.
not true.
Yeah.
That's
That's,
not true. So in America, as much as people talk crap about our healthcare system and all of that, and but I dare these people to go to Canada and live and then try to go get healthcare in Canada. Okay, I dare these
yeah.
people to go in, most of the free healthcare society, and let's see how well it works. But there's a reason why everybody comes to America. There's a reason why I'm here. There are reasons why millions and millions of illegal criminal aliens do not want to leave America. It's not because it's horrible. It's because it is the absolute best place. Okay,
Yeah.
healthcare. Again, I just had surgery 4 weeks ago. Three major surgeries, one day, one time. I am fully healed
With a robot. A robot did it.
with a machine.
Yeah.
I mean, with a doctor guiding the robot to do things.
Oh, okay.
I have no problem. The problems I went in with was literally dealt with and fixed. I'm a brand new person. I've never felt this way in a long time. You know what it means to go without pain? I don't want about stuff. Nobody knew I was having health issues. Nobody did.
Hmm.
My husband didn't even know it because I'm a very strong person. And then when I told him, I'm like, I think he goes, I'm like, yeah. My doctor, when I went, I'm like, Dr. Pat, we need to talk. Right?
Yeah.
But in this country here, we are so advanced. We are so developed. There is this thing called in vitro surgery. So we can go into surgery with a pregnant woman and do surgery on the baby, and the baby is going to come out of the mother's womb, possibly heal from the problem. We can fix some birth defects. Now,
They can fix her heart even.
the baby has not even been delivered. We're going into the mama's belly and working on the baby.
Yeah.
Do we do it every day? No. Does it happen? Yes. Those are literally for the most extreme, things. We have come so far where 28 to 30 weeks babies are living and thriving.
Well, this
We can
subject.
deliver babies at 24 weeks, 26 weeks,
Yeah.
28 weeks, 30 weeks, and they
So it's a
can go
life.
on
It's a
and live.
life. Even they're trying. A lot of them say time of birth. Some of those sickos want to have sex with babies too, and that's another topic.
Yeah, I can go there. I've had
Minos.
way too much wear. These people are so insane. I cannot.
I agree. Now, another reason why you're against abortion is I don't know if you want to talk about it at all.
I was
You
almost
were
killed twice
you
by
were
abortion.
attempted to be aborted twice, right?
Twice.
And
Yeah.
explain that how the whole situation.
I
They
mean,
tried to do it by the pill, or how they tried to do it.
actually, Africa, you have a lot of traditional meds, and believe me or not, sometimes those things work very well.
Yeah.
This was traditional abortion that was known to be 96% effective, but God
So you
was like,
made
no,
it.
for me.
You're in that 4% that made
Yeah. But
it.
this is who God is, though. This is what He does, and but I'm grateful because my mom got pregnant when she was 14, She had me when she was barely even a child. I mean, she was still a child herself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then here I am. And then my daughter, I mean, I got into my very first nursing school when I was 20 in
Mm-hmm.
Indiana. I didn't zip my pants. I didn't close my legs. I wasn't raped. I wasn't forced. It was free will.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't married.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got pregnant. Well, here we go now. Well, nursing school will not take a pregnant woman. And
Mm.
I 100% agree with that. I
Yeah,
do.
but you wouldn't abort your
But
child either.
I did not want to abort my baby. I went to get help at Planned Murderhood. They claim care no matter what. I never got that. Abortion was the only thing that was pushed my way. $250, I could kill my daughter. Walked away. She's 16 in
Yeah,
high school and in college,
doing really well. Yeah.
doing phenomenally well. They never referred to my baby as a human being. Okay. I remember a Planned Murderhood telling me that I had bright future because I could always have children. Nursing was far more important to me than having a baby because apparently they are God, so they were going to tell me when I could have a kid.
Yeah.
And they literally told me that
It's a planned abortion hood, and they're selling fetus parts
the
too.
parts, the parts. And I mean, I was 7 weeks pregnant, so it would have been a very common DNC, and all of that. But you would have still suctioned the life out of my baby
Yeah.
out of my baby. And I said, no, today she's going to be working with me in the same hospital, the same department in about less than 3 years.
Someone asked why Tucker and Megan and Candace have gone so nutcake lately.
Money.
Money? You think they're getting money
That's
from
what I'm saying.
care?
So, um, so everybody say Israel pay everybody to say good things about Israel. I have never had that opportunity.
Yeah.
Actually, now one thing I would tell y'all, okay?
The
Um,
communists have done
at,
that.
at about 6 months ago, it could have been 7 months ago. I know it was late last year. I actually had a deal, a survey type, blah blah blah. I was approached prior to that. I was approached by. I would not call the name of this group. It's a very powerful group. I pretty much move on. I was approached by this massive group in America, anti-Israel group, blah blah blah. If I would make videos going after
Care.
Trump,
Care.
it's not
Yeah.
care. It's not care.
Well, I'm surprised
It
because the
is
other
not.
ones have been care.
If I would make videos speaking against Trump, I will get paid.
Yeah.
I say no.
$7,000. There was someone that made videos about that. He was approached to so much per post. They get so much for a post, so much for a video, this and that, but it had to
And
have certain things in the video.
they told you what you could say, how to go about it. They basically kind of like coach you, right? And
Yeah,
it was on TikTok. I
that's why
refused.
they
I
sound
could
like
have made easy
parrots.
money.
Yeah,
I could have made easy money. However, on Israel, I've never been. I actually had a phone call with a group. They did ask me my opinion. They never ever. I was never
yeah.
offered
Well,
to
I'm
do
not Jewish or
anything
anything,
against
but
Israel or pro it, blah 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 for money. And I
I'm
told
against the
them my
extremists.
honest, opinion about that. So
Yeah,
all I can say is it's money.
yeah,
That's just my feelings.
yeah. It's gotten pretty nasty, if you ask me. I don't know, pretty crazy. Even Trump came in there. Uh,
But very soon these people are going to have to wipe their own faces with their own, feces,
yeah.
because here we are. It is literally 40 days into this thing that should have been dealt with
Hmm.
47 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well,
47
it shouldn't
versus
have even
years
happened
ago.
47 years ago.
Now,
Saddam
and we
Hussein shouldn't
finally,
have happened 47 years ago. Afghanistan, if we had a stronger president back then,
it would have never happened.
yeah,
Egypt would have never happened.
if
Okay?
Reagan had come in sooner, or they did the CIA did the whole thing knocking Nixon out, and then we got Carter and screwed up the whole Middle East real bad,
That's
real
who they
bad.
wanted. They got what they
Appease
wanted.
it, you can't be going around handing out all this money because this is what you get. You're handing out government money. And so
It's not
uh,
government money, it's taxpayer money. We need to really stop saying government because it is not. Government don't make money. Taxpayer funded.
yeah, that's our dollars. It's absolutely like you've seen all the Somali things at these daycares and what do you call that?
Hospice care,
Hospice. That's the word I was looking
feeding
for.
the people,
Yeah,
transportation. Okay.
yeah. So you were there because I had my stroke of getting hit. You were there. You remember someone a while back, not in this video, asked me about that whole incident where um, uh, Antifa surrounded us and all this and that, and Proud Boys came in.
Oh,
You want
isn't
to talk
that
about that?
funny?
Want to tell the whole
2020,
crowd about that? How it all
July,
happened? We were there for the 4th of July. I'll set that up, and at the
July.
Washington Monument with the
Yes,
fireworks coming off. Black lights
yeah.
came in, and they were yelling and screaming. They didn't harm me. It was Antifa that was hitting me with a
hmm
PVC pipe. And we got surrounded. We got divided, but then we got back together. Then we had to try to get back into Harry's hotel area,
We
and we
couldn't
couldn't
get
get
in there.
through. And you had your daughter with you at the time, remember?
She was 11 years old when that happened.
Yeah, and they were threatening to hurt you. In fact, we went into
They did.
Ollie's briefly, but they kicked us out of there.
They kick us out.
Yeah, and so
It
we were back
took
on
the
the street
DC
where all
police.
these.
It took the DC police to form a chain, and it was to attacking me, pulling me.
Yeah.
Remember
Well, at
that?
first they
But
wouldn't let us through that one wall of cops. At first, they wouldn't let us
yeah,
through at first, and
mhm.
so and we had to get from the Washington Monument to there, and they were like threatening us the whole way and this and that.
That was no joke.
Did they
That
ever
was,
physically hit you or
yeah,
not?
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, they were hitting you because
Yeah.
I know I was getting hit, and
They
it was
they
too
hit my
many of them.
daughter. They hit my daughter.
Oh
She was
boy.
yeah.
Oh, I
Uh,
know. I
but
was
that is
busy
not
dealing with them.
the first one. Remember, we kind of went through that again, like different times. It was quite funny. And this is the
If,
thing,
if
though.
Gary if Gary was there, he would have been in a brawl with them.
Well, no, remember, Gary just had cancer. He just had his surgery for colon cancer, so he couldn't walk a whole lot.
Yeah. Well,
So
he
he
had bad shoes too, I know.
Thomas went back to the hotel
Yeah.
because he couldn't do a whole lot,
He's
really.
a big guy for those that don't know.
Mhm.
He's
We
a big
talked
dude.
a long time ago, years ago. We've been on this Trump train for a long time.
Yeah, I know.
So
So
it
yeah,
is
that's 6 years
when I
ago now.
it's been over 6 years.
Yeah, it'll be July and
Yeah,
6 years in July.
yeah.
Plus, we used to go to the Faith Over Field rallies in Georgia with
The Trump
you,
rallies and all that fun stuff.
you know what Lucretia's going through with her house thing and all that. Do you know what's
Hmm
going on with that?
hmm
That's a
I
real
follow
mess.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these people are not normal. They're vicious, and it's a good thing Proud Boys was there actually, because they got us out of that one area near the Washington Monument because they pushed
Now
them back.
that one was scary because I didn't even know.
Yeah,
They saw them coming at me.
yeah, and they were all wearing black. The ones around me,
Yeah. It was
uh,
kind of nice and quiet, and then as soon as that light kind of went dark, and they just
for
went
the fireworks to
disappeared.
come up
Yeah,
when they came in. They
the
timed it.
Proud Boys were actually who protected me because I would have been really, really hurt. They had
Eventually,
because
well, that's what caused my stroke. It caused my heart to get bruised, and I kept having dysarrhythmia after me. I didn't have the stroke right then, but it caused me to have a stroke later.
yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
gained weight and all that,
Mhm.
and stuff like
But I
that.
mean,
So
they already had it for me because we've been there for a couple of days, and I've been walking around in DC with my pro Trump and pro America stuff all day for days,
yeah.
and I
Yeah.
got in there with multiple of them.
Did you have
So
your
they
Trump
already
dress
had
on
me.
then? I can't remember.
I had a Trump dress on, multiple Trump dresses.
Yeah.
I had the police dress on. I had that dress that was made for me. Back the blue and all that. And then, as usual, my American flag dresses and my Texas boots, American flag boots. They already had it for me. Like they
Yeah.
had me pointed out days. So everywhere we went, they were like, "Yeah, take that one out. You gonna kill me? Bring it on."
She's in Texas, Larry. She's in Texas. Which poor red state are you in? I wouldn't say
Texas,
you're in poor.
I mean,
That's not
Texas, we're
poor.
poor. I'll take it. At least we got all of these people moving here because we're so poor.
Yeah.
Liberals.
Well, a
Y'all
lot
can
more
just say,
businesses are moving there too, though. I hear the
I
stock market's going to move there.
we actually we're not gonna move, but they open a new now Texas. We now have our own. Yes, and on top of that, the New York stock thing is also here in Dallas as well too. We've got more people here in Texas that working for the New York Stock Exchange than in New York. Okay, we're so poor, but we got all of your folks coming down here. Maybe if all of the liberals can move to their rich blue states, go back to California, go back to New York, go back to Chicago, go back to Boston, my property taxes will not be this high. Okay, the price of my homes will not go through the roof.
Well,
Y'all
Trump's
should
talking
say,
about ending all those taxes and only do tariffs. Like, did you know before the Civil War there was no
there was
taxes?
no.
And then
Yep,
they
it was.
ended those taxes after the Civil War, and it came back later when the Democrats wanted. Wilson was it
And then
wanted?
they made it, and then they made it a law. It was never a law. But like it is Democrat, they always want other people's money. But for all of you people that are talking about, well, which poor red state, I'm in a great state of Texas. As I call it, the Republic of Texas. We don't need you over here. We don't need you to come here and voting. Okay? Do not move here because you're making our lives a lot more miserable. Stay in your blue utopia. Again, stay in your California, stay with your communists in New York, the African Muslim communists in Job Mondani. Okay? Stay in your New Jersey. By the way, how is it going for the people in Virginia? How is that going for y'all? Y'all people that
Mondami, look at them. He's trying to tax them even more on their property taxes. We got a leftist in one of the chats on YouTube here. He's saying why are red states so poor, the poorest red states? The cost of living's cheaper there. That's why the wages are lower. You could make a minimum wage $1 million an hour, but then how much is a loaf of bread going to cost? Then
well, before all of those blue folks moved down here, we could live comfortably on $60,000 a year.
Yeah, and
Comfortably.
Larry, how come so many people are moving to red states if it's so bad there?
If it's so bad, don't come here. We do not want none of it. Let me tell you. Every time I see a person that, oh, I just moved here, the first thing I say is do not vote Democrat.
I don't
Do
think there's
not.
any oil in Georgia. Uh, Leftists or something to deal with them. They can't see it from cross platforms. They can't see the messages, and
It's
they're
okay.
saying, yeah, the cost of living is much lower there. Uh, I'm sorry, just trying to catch up on what they're saying. You always get one leftist, I tell you. All right, Tina Peters. Trump tried to pardon her and this and that, and then now a judge has ruled that the sentencing was too big, and yet they're
Yeah.
still trying to keep her
They're
in
still
there.
keeping her.
They
Yeah.
they tried to put another prisoner in there to get her in a fight so they could keep her in there
They
longer.
did. They did. They actually put her with, and this woman is old. She's not like a child. She's not a young person. Okay. What they have done to that woman, all because she called them out on their cheating.
Yeah,
On the guy,
yeah, and they don't want that to get out and this and that. They're hoping she dies in there.
it
Absolutely.
has to go. That's what they want. They want her to die. But then again, no bunch of people that tell you the baby in the mother's womb is nothing. They won't care for your 76 years old grandmother. They're
Here's a
gonna be
question.
that way. She lived too long. Take her out.
Why do you support DEI? We don't.
I don't support didn't earn it. I support merit. Everything I have earned because of who I am, not because of
Yeah,
my color.
you did your schooling yourself and everything, and worked hard to get there.
So
Electoral
everything.
college, electoral college. That's somebody that was set up because they didn't want any one state to have too much power. That's the electoral college is what he's talking about, and DEI. So that because they
Military
cheat so.
colleges.
Yeah, the other
Well,
the other thing is that in like California and this and that, they got 2 million dead people voting. In fact, they even found some dead people in Texas. Not as many, but they're voting there, stuff like
which
that.
Well,
So
at
you're
least we're voting and
what is that
taking.
that he's trying to pass? The last act or something like that for voting
First,
voting
fifth,
safe
fifth
act.
act. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Democrats don't
Boy, they're
do that.
fighting like tooth and nail not to let that go through. I tell you that.
Well, when you got that many dead people voting for you, you don't want them off your voter roll.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the legals and then also all the dead people, and then wasn't it during the Kennedy Nixon vote? They had the last 190 some people vote alphabetically in Texas just to win Texas, and they also stole Chicago. They voted early enough, and
Mm.
yeah, save Donald Trump. Donald Trump's not up for re-election, so I don't know what the heck you're talking about there in chat. He's distracting me. I tell you that. I don't know.
Does
Um,
he does he understand he gives you more likes by commenting? Bring it on, baby. Just keep talking.
yeah, that gives it more views and all that kind
It
of stuff.
does. Yeah,
Yeah.
it actually
Um,
love
Chief
the haters.
Hagan, surgery, Christian, the plane shot down. All the
We
people that
did
were
talk
killed
about
in
that.
Iran there, that they're complaining about us killing Iranians. They were killing their own people there in Iran there.
Actually, we kill very few of them. Their own people kill a lot
Yeah.
of their people.
The
Okay.
leaders, thousands of leaders are gone. People
Now
are,
we kill the Islamic regime. Okay. It's kind of funny though because these people that don't they live their entire life so they can die for their dear God? Well, we sent you home early. I hope you enjoy your 72 male goat virgins, whatever you call them.
votes. We'll be fine either way. Yeah. They're saying, oh, it's about midterms, you idiot. They were saying, I'm going to lose in the House and Senate. I don't think he'll lose the Senate. Yeah, I might as well get into predictions. What do you think about midterms?
I don't
I,
know. I don't know. Now, let me tell you, okay, for all of the people that are going, oh my gosh, the GOP is going to lose the midterm. Every election in America except for three, the party in power usually loses.
yep.
Okay? For
I know
all of you
this
people
has
that don't
happened.
know your history, there has only
Yep.
been three times in American history,
Yeah.
where
200 some
the
years.
presidency, the party literally in power does not lose the midterm. So I don't care. It is literally the same thing that happens.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree, and it's a normal trend. It's a normal trend for them to get motivated on the other side, this and that. But a lot of it's NGO money that they're spending. We got to cut the NGO money
But then we
that's
did
going.
cut a lot of that too. Remember, we did cut a lot of
Act
foreign
Blue,
money out of those. Yeah, so
Act Blue
it's
stuff.
hurting them. It's
Yeah,
not. It is also USA. That money was left right here too and been used against Americans.
Larry, I'm
So
older than you
when we
think.
cut that, huh?
he was he was saying I'm a boomer. Actually, I'm pre-boomer. Actually, I'm older. I'm in my 70s, so I'm old. So actually, I'm kind of healthy. Sorry, he's distracting me with his comments. I'll have to go back and read them later. In any case, oh, so predictions, local races. There's any local races you're watching that are big?
Um, I'm hoping again. I am keeping my eyes on the midterms here for that Supreme Court, seat because I think regardless of who wins, it's going to be GOP.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
yeah,
I'm seeing a lot of
um,
polling that
but
normally the Democrats would be way ahead by now, but actually they're
now they
slightly
have
behind,
four points. That's it. They're usually around
like 18,
16. I
18.
mean, like
Yeah.
pretty high, at least 20 plus. I mean,
There's some
they
showing it's
basically
the other way around that they're slightly behind actually right
they're
now.
on the water.
Yeah.
Kind of look at history. They're basically,
Yeah.
as you know, the polling is usually not good to GOP. They always kind of are not honest about it. So
So
I
did
like it, but
Texas redistrict? Yeah, I know that Virginia is going to, California is. That all passed there.
None of that is going to matter because remember, there is a deal at the Supreme Court. We will have a ruling before the midterm, which is actually going to be a much better deal because of this whole racial type deal. When you look at certain states, they went and purposely put districts in places that should never be in the name of minority type deal. If that actually happens, that is 12 to 14 seats automatically that the Democrat loses. We should not be voting based on people's color, okay?
Yeah.
If I live here and I don't like this person, I'm not going to vote for them even if they're black. So you should not draw the district just because I'm black. Okay, but I think that would actually be a much bigger deal. We're talking up to 12 seats on the backs before the election even happens.
Yeah.
Because what they did, especially like down south, Texas, they screw us over. Alabama got screwed over.
Yeah.
Mississippi got screwed over.
Because they had special districts just so they could get
Just for
them
minorities.
to get elected, and that's going to
Yeah,
change in the Supreme Court.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's their actual deal. They already went through, all of that stuff. Now we're just waiting for the, opinion to come on that, and it is looking very much where we will actually take DEI out of our election, where the districts will be there based on the people, not based on the color.
I agree, and it should be that way. It should be
Mhm.
by the person, this and that. I totally agree
I
with
mean,
that. We've
de-
known each other a long
Democrats,
time. I've been to some
de-
of the rallies you've been to, and mostly black, and some are mostly white. You go to both, right?
I do both. I don't care.
Yeah.
I've been caused by black. I've been insulted by white. I've been assaulted by black. I've been assaulted by. I don't care. I go
Antifa,
anywhere.
Antifa. There were a bunch of white kids, actually, white
Yeah,
commies.
yeah,
That's what they
94%.
are. Yeah, they're socialists. That's what they are, actually. And a lot of us call them trantifa because a lot of them are trannies now.
Remember, remember I used to call them Black Tifa,
Black tifa.
Black
There you go.
Lives Matter, and Antifa.
Yeah.
Black Tifa.
Actually,
That was
I was getting they were yelling at me. I don't know if they were, but they didn't harm us. It was Antifa that was harming
well,
me.
I had them in my face, cussing me out,
Oh,
throwing things at me, spitting
yeah,
at me. So I didn't care. I just kept walking.
yeah. I know
One
that they're hard to
pulled
deal with and this and that.
my
Yeah,
head and shoved me around. I'm like, don't care. You do you.
yeah. But
I haven't lost
like
anything yet.
Faith Over Fear rally, that was pretty much almost half and half, maybe 60-40.
Yeah. And it was black and white, Hispanic. We didn't care. We got along pretty
Yeah,
well.
and the speeches. He gave a nice speech there. Do you remember doing that? I
I
can't
did
remember.
that a time or two.
Yeah. So you
I
used to
used to.
do YouTube and stuff, didn't you? At one time.
And they took me out because I talk about the real history of the Democratic Party.
Yeah, yeah, and
What really happened was when I brought the um, political flyer from the 1800s, where
yeah,
literally it depicted the Republican Party as a black person drawn as an ape. And they said the GOP is the party of the Negroes.
hmm
And then on the other side, it said vote Democrat. It had a fair well dressed white
yeah,
man. Literally, and I'm like, this is the party you voted for. And all they hated, my God, they took me out.
yeah.
Like, I
For
show
those who
that.
don't know, your husband is white.
Yes. They
Yeah,
say, I don't know.
so it don't matter to you, right?
This is white, so my husband is not white, so I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, there you go. Lighter. So
Black, because this is black. I mean, that's a huge difference.
that's just melon. It's only skin deep too, and that's what it is.
Literally.
Once they
I have
in the
never
surgery, once they open them up, they don't, differentiate there, right?
I was just about to say, I have never, ever seen a black person in surgery once you cut. I've never ever seen a white person in surgery once you cut.
Yeah,
There is not a black vein. There's not a black heart. There's not a white vein. There's not a white
I
heart.
know.
What of people? The blood is coming out of you. It's not black. It's not white.
Yeah,
We're all the same.
And when you do transfusions, it doesn't have to be black or white blood or anything like that.
They just gotta make sure it is your blood type.
Yeah, blood type, and it doesn't matter. You're frozen. Are you still there?
That's what matters.
Oh, you must have had a call come in. Oh, there you are. There you are.
Yes. I'm
It's,
sorry.
oh, that's okay. Any predictions on how this is going? The Iran thing looks like it's ending, and
America has won.
yeah, we won. I was hoping
China.
to get those, the Durka crazies out of there. I talked to a
Uh,
lot of people from Iran and Kurdish and all that.
Believe me,
They're
America has
gonna
done a lot.
kill them anyways. They're working on it, but as long as they've got money, they've been able to get people in from Afghanistan and
They
coming in
have.
from Iraq and a little bit
Hmm.
from Pakistan.
From
The real
Pakistan.
dangerous ones are really the ones from Iraq because they've kind of fought ISIS and stuff like that, and they're more
But
extreme.
then they're not even trained. They don't even know what
They're
they're
better
doing.
fighters than the other ones. The ones that can take them out is Kurdish, but a lot of the Iranian people don't want to let them in because a lot of the Kurdish are separatists and want to make their own nation. So
Hmm.
they kind of
And
don't
they're
want to let
different. And they're a different Kurdish.
groups.
Yeah,
Right?
it is.
Exactly.
It's a
Mess.
multifaceted thing. It's not just a
Yeah.
one size fit all. The people just want their country back.
Yeah.
The Iranian people do not want the Islamic regime. They just want their country back. And no, it is not Persian. It is not Farsi. It is a multitude of people.
Yeah.
They
Different
just
type.
want their land back.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
a
They do
large
not
portion
want
is
Islam.
Persian and Kurdish, and that 44 million people in that area, counting the other areas around them, there are Kurdish, and they don't have their
Hmm.
own nation.
No,
So
they don't.
yeah, and so they're always oppressed by this nation they're in.
Hmm.
Not before 47 years ago. Once Carter got in, then they were oppressed. When
They were
Saddam came
then.
into power, when the Ayatollah mullahs and a lot of them call them Durkas. I don't know what that
They've
means.
had a lot of. They've gone through a
Yeah,
lot of bad times over
yeah.
these years. So.
I'm hoping it'll eventually flip, but I don't think it will. Because if they got enough money, they'll be able to pay people to come in. They've been putting 12-year-olds out there with guns
And
and
women.
yeah,
And
and
women.
women. You did see that, okay? You
I
see.
get things from Iran myself, from
Oh, okay.
people in Iran.
They hand them a
Yeah.
gun so that they can oppress the people, that the other 90 million that want to be free. That kind of stuff.
Oh, but the funny part about it though is the people in Iran, they have actually been taken to the streets unaliving the Iranian regime.
You've seen some of
They
that.
they
They've
just
been doing some
unalive
assassinations.
they
Yeah.
them, but they've been doing this before Trump even did that first boom. It was happening.
Oh, it's getting bigger now. It's getting bigger now.
They
Popular city.
were burning down. I mean, when you go that my page like 4 months ago, you would have saw me posting. They just took down this bank. They took down the bank. They burned down this thing. The people have been working on this here before Trump even did a boom boom. Okay,
Hmm.
they took it upon themselves. This is it. We have nothing. We have nothing. So we're gonna do as much as we can until they kill us.
I
So
agree.
women and men, boys and girls, the college students, these were the young folks that was doing this here. They've been burning down the Islamic government buildings,
The buildings have been
banks,
burning
and
down.
all of that.
I've seen that some 60,000 mosques have been burnt there.
It has, yeah, like
They have
literally.
less mosques there than they do in London. And what they were doing with the mosques, they were storing a lot of weapons and stuff too, though, in the mosques.
They
They were,
burned down banks, like literally government buildings and all there. Out of nowhere. Oh, before the first boom boom even hit them, every day there was some kind of. Iran was the only place that had fire things going on every day. They literally, it was just another fire. Oh, it was just another fire. Every day your country has fire
a
just
gas leak.
popping
They were saying it
around.
was a gas leak.
Yeah, it was just a
It's just a
gas
gas
leak.
leak. Yeah,
This
they
is
were
not a
going.
gas leak,
Well,
except
you seen it
this
all
little video
happening before the
storm.
war started. There, I'd
Yeah,
seen. Yeah,
all of this.
yeah. I hear
I
you.
mean, so and when I told folks, I'm like, it's coming. It's just a matter of when. It is not if. It is coming. It's just a matter of when. And then when happened? 40 plus days ago.
I'm replying to someone. Sorry.
Oh, you're
Okay,
good.
well, any things coming up that we should know about for you?
Nothing really. I'm just home enjoying my family. I'm very grateful to God. I'm excited to go back to work.
Are you? You miss it? You miss the
No,
money?
well, I mean, I do miss the money, but I miss the work. I love my job.
Yeah, you got a
I
good.
love it.
You glad
So
you decided to do that? Originally, you were going to be a nurse, though, right? And now you branched off. Exactly what technically is your job? Exactly what it's called?
I try not to tell people.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
Surgical services. I've almost been
It has to do
fired
with
from my job
surgeries.
before,
She's
and
in
I just
surgeries. She helps
yes,
with the
yes.
surgeries. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way.
Surgical services.
Yeah, there you
Yes,
go. Yeah.
yeah. But I love my job, it has been really
Now,
good just
did they
being
try to
home.
get rid of you for the jab thing or no? They try to make. I know you didn't take it.
Actually, I didn't. Nobody. Very few of us took it, and I refused to. And I told him, "You can fire me, or I'm still here. I didn't get fired. I never took it."
That's good. A lot of people. I had some when I had my stroke. I was in there, and Doctor Tanaka was in there, and I asked him about the jab, and he leaned over to me and this and that. He said, "I took saline." He didn't take
Good.
the real jab,
I
pretend that
didn't.
he
I
did.
didn't even pretend. I said, "I'm not taking it."
Yeah. Well, this is New York, so it kind of hamped you. New York
Well,
is in bad shape, I tell you.
they were going to lose about 80% of the staff.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh, 80%.
Leave.
Yeah. Well, you guys had.
Yeah.
I remember you did some lives. You had some protest outside about that, didn't you? At your
We're not doing it. I
facility.
used to go to different events, but not at mine. We didn't. But then again, where we didn't. But other places, yeah.
Oh, I
But
thought you did some lives outside of them, and even
not
in Texas.
my hospital because they were never that crazy. We
Oh.
did some stuff over like at your Baylor and all of like the big ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Because they were
yeah.
protesting him having to take it.
They were
Uh,
forcing their people to, or else. Yeah.
Well, up in
So no.
Canada, I had a friend that was a black lady that used to come on here from Canada who had been a sex slave and had been rescued from it. And she was in Ottawa working for the government, and they forced her to take it, and she died 7 minutes later. This and that, and she left 4 kids behind, and the husband had already died a few years earlier. He had been in the military in Canada, but he didn't die because of the military. But anyways, her name was Lisa Johnson. Remember her name?
Wow.
Yeah, she died from the jab. 7 minutes. She didn't even make it to her car, and she was. They said she was dead in 7 minutes, and they blamed it on myocarditis or something like that. And she was totally healthy. She was like 26, 27, something like
Oh
that, with
wow.
4 kids. Yeah, she started young with the kids. I guess I don't know. This and that.
Wow. That's a good thing though. I mean, she was married, so that's a good thing.
Well, no, her husband died, so the 4 kids were left alone. I don't know what happened to
Yeah.
them because their Facebook, I got a message from
Mm.
someone or commented back and forth. That was another friend on Facebook and said she had died and told me the whole story because he was from Canada as well. And this and that. And I had her on like 6 or 8 times back then, some years ago, 7 years ago. No, not that long ago. 5 years ago,
That's
4 years ago.
that's
It was
crazy,
way
man.
early when they were forcing it up in Canada. Canada, the turd up there, and this and that. So, well, no, your governor is he time limited out, Abbott, or is he staying?
I think he can run for one more term or so, but
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, he's better than a lot of other governors, but maybe not the best, right?
he's not the best, but he's better. We could have had worse.
Yeah, that's for sure. This and that. Hopefully, you'll run someday. I know I've kept you over an hour and this and that. And any closing arguments or anything that we should watch for? Or
Um,
Christianity, is it going to grow, or are they going to the leftists going to kill it off because they hate it?
you cannot kill what God has made. You cannot kill it.
They're killing them in
You cannot.
Africa, bad.
Trust me, there are a lot more Christians too. They've been
Yeah,
trying to kill Christians for a long time, but still,
Syria, they're killing them in Syria too.
they are and all of
Yeah.
that. But all I can say is fight for your country. I am a foreigner. I'm an American by paper.
Well, you came over
But
very young. You were very
I'm late teens. Yeah, I was.
well.
Yeah, late
You
teens.
went somewhere else first before you came
Yes.
to. Went to
Yeah.
England, was it?
Um, no. Ghana.
Ghana. Oh, okay. You got
Yeah.
out of your country and then came to.
To Ghana.
Was
Legally, I could not enter Ghana illegally.
was there still wars going on in your
When
area
I
or
left, yes, that
yeah?
was the reason why I left. It was because of the war.
Oh, okay.
So 5 year country, you got nowhere else to go. That's all I can tell Americans. You have nowhere to go.
Oh, God.
You have nowhere. When you're out there fighting for those illegal criminals, they have a place to go. It's called their
Yeah.
birth country. They may
Trump's
not
done
like it,
Trump's done a
but you ain't got
good
nowhere to
job on
go.
closing the border. You live in
Oh,
Texas, so
he's done
they'll live
phenomenal.
I think so.
Yeah.
And they said it couldn't be done. So
All we needed was a new president.
yeah, this and that. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you go. God bless you. Hopefully, you'll come back on when Paxton comes on. So Paxton Jackson, Peyton
Yeah.
Jackson. I messed up.
Peyton Jackson. Yeah.
Yeah, she says in a couple weeks. We'll see if that happens. It takes like 3 or 4 days to get a message back and forth between her. And
It's okay.
sorry about my word search a little bit from the stroke thing. I
Don't
can't.
tell me you're sorry. Well, good.
Yeah, I'm definitely a
That's
lot
all.
better than the first time you came on after my stroke. I was playing a lot of videos because I had trouble with words, talking too
You've
much.
come a long way, Jared. I'm
Yeah,
so happy
I'm
for you.
back. I should have
God
been
is
dead.
good.
They said less than 1%, so I beat your odds on the abortion thing a little bit. I
Look
should
at
have been dead.
God.
Yeah,
Look at the Lord. Mm-mm-mm.
well, you've probably seen it in the hospital. I had to be revived twice. I was on the breathing machine and the heart machine and all that kind of stuff.
ECMO. Did you get on the ECMO machine?
I know that might. I don't know by name. What I'm not sure what it is.
Ventilator?
Ventilator. Yes, yes, they
Okay.
were breathing for me. All that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
It's either the ECMO or the vent,
Yeah,
depending on how bad it was.
they showed me the video of going up through. When they got into my brain, and it looked like a golf ball, but my heart doctor says it was actually smaller than that. It just looks like that on the screen. And they had to break it apart in pieces, and it took like I don't know 6 hours to take all the little pieces out and get the blood clot out. And it was being caused by my heart dysrhythm. One side would beat fast, and then the other side would go fast, and this side, and it was causing blood clots to go in my brain and formed in it, overnight.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I know I was having a stroke, and I was trying to get my grip back, and then my right side went, and this and that, and I'm lucky.
Lord is good.
Yeah,
God is
finally
good.
it was I was out. And this and that. Although I do remember him reviving me. I could see out of my left eye, not my right eye, and I couldn't move. I couldn't feel them doing it, but I could tell they were doing it because I could hear them, and they were doing chest compression.
Compression.
Yeah, that woke me up a little bit, and then it was out, in and out a lot, and this and that. So you've probably seen that kind of stuff go on at the
It's
hospital.
fun.
It's
Fun.
fun. Have you ever had to revive anyone or do any? Wow,
Is
good
that what you
deal.
want to do? No, but you know what? That's what we do.
Yeah,
That's
that's for sure.
that's the life.
Yeah,
You do everything you can until the patient comes through.
yeah. Listen, that you're probably killing your dinner time, so I'm gonna let you go. We'll talk soon, okay?
All
God
right.
bless. Thank you for coming on. Bye
Bye,
bye.
friend.
Let me and then I got.